Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at a brand new auditor to the channel called Auditing Haven Hill, Massachusetts, where she goes to a Target parking lot mistaking it to be public to panhandle, and then fights with the cops and Target staff, arguing that they're violating her constitutional rights. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, where I discuss movies, rank them, do comparisons, and do reviews. And the newest episode of the Shittown Florida Man Power Ranking podcast is out right now, so give it a listen. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
And give me your names, please. Oh, it doesn't matter, you're in public, so you don't have that right. And so this is public property when it's your parking. This is a First Amendment protected activity.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Oh, you want to make a bet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then go ahead, go. Call the cops, we'll see.
Okay.
Because I know my rights. It's a First Amendment protected. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm standing here with the sign. At all. I'm not. Still a protected act. Do you not know the First Amendment?
Look it up. It's called panhandling.
Look it up.
It's illegal.
But they got sued. You can ask anybody for anything you want. It's a First Amendment protected activity.
Okay.
Apologies for the annoying phone ringing, but that's not on my end. Nor is it on yours. It is the work of this particular frauditor to spice up this video. And this woman is completely wrong. She is not in public property, she's on private property. Target and the parking lot that Target owns is not considered public just because they have a store open to the public to come do commerce. She is mistaken. She believes that this is public property due to the fact that they allow people to come in. But it does not deprive the store from the right to trespass or have people removed from their property if they so wish it. It doesn't matter what they do. You don't have to break a law on private property to be asked to leave or be trespassed.
Okay, Paul, because you're wrong. And
you're
Maya? Yeah.
And what's your name?
You don't need to know that. It's good citizen.
No, it's not.
You guys are the ones working for the public.
No, we work for Target. Not
That's public. It's open to the public. It's open. Yeah, the store. The store. It's open to the public, so the parking lot is public.
No, it's not.
Wrong! Yes, it is.
The parking lot is maintained by
Yes, it is. And if I wasn't videoing you, if you take your Google out and look, you'll see you're absolutely wrong.
Well, how about you take your Google out?
Yeah, why don't you?
Yeah, no, because I'm going to do this because you're over here harassing me illegally, trying to violate my First Amendment rights.
By you panhandling and trespassing.
Oh, by me, it's not trespassing. You're open to the public. I'm not doing any illegal acts. Panhandling is not illegal. I do every day.
No, you don't.
Yes, I fucking do. I do, because I live right behind there. So,
That's really like that.
So,
you're wrong. You absolutely go ahead. They're gonna tell you the same thing. They know me, and they know this is not legal. They got their asses sued years ago for doing that, for kicking people out of public. Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did, because they were giving tickets out and arresting people, and that's called violation of Eighth Amendment right.
Shenanigans.
Na 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 na
Shenanigans.
na 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 na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because she's wrong about quite a few things here. Yes, panhandling is considered First Amendment protected speech. However, when you're doing it on private property, such as this Target and their parking lot, it does become harassing their customers, meaning they can actually have you removed from the property and criminally trespassed. And no, it would not violate the Eighth Amendment if they were to do so, because it's not cruel and unusual punishment. Yes, if it was an excessive fine or bail, then that would be something else. But simply asking you to leave their property and having the police do it for them because you're refusing to listen to the staff would not be a violation of the Eighth Amendment.
I'm asking
Criminalizing homelessness.
So, yeah.
No, because I don't have to move when I'm not doing anything illegal off of public property.
This is private property.
You think it's private property, but you are wrong. It is public property when it's the parking lot. The parking lot's open to the public, and that's all there is to it. I'm not
How about new?
bothering nobody. I'm using a First Amendment protected ask. I'm literally just standing here like this. I'm crippled. I can't even, like, please. Hey. So
the only issue here, I don't care if you hold signs or
yeah, I'll never ask. I'm literally just standing here like this. I'm crippled. I can't even, like.
no. But the problem is it's private property, so you don't.
When a store is open, it's not. If it's open to the public, their parking lot becomes public. Time, place, and manner takes
Yeah,
effect.
but you can't be on here doing that.
It's a First Amendment protected activity. McLaughlin versus City of Lowell in 2013 already won. So, and I'm sorry. Can I get your name and badge?
Yes, the McLaughlin case did establish that panhandling is considered First Amendment protected activity. However, that was when they were doing it on city property. You were doing this on private property. At this point, you are committing a crime because you are now trespassing. They asked you to leave and you have refused. It would be well within the officer's discretion to either remove you from the property, have you removed, or even arrest you because you have been warned by staff to stop. Now, if you go to the sidewalk and do this, you're perfectly fine. The officer is trying to help you. Instead, you want to become belligerent and argue that you're doing something that's protected under the Constitution on somebody else's property.
Do you have your camera on?
Yes, start out.
Thank
so,
you.
A lot of people, if they do it, they have the connector here, they'll say it.
I'm crippled. I barely made it out here. I'm living way the hell out here. It's like, you don't even shop here. Like, I freaking shop here every damn day. But it's a First Amendment. I just looked it up and found a million things of it saying time, place, and manner. That the store is private property. When it's open to the public, it makes their parking lot public.
You serious?
But that's their feelings. That's not the law. And feelings enforcement isn't what you do, right? So you're going to violate my First Amendment rights? And no, that's what I know. And I will be filing for the FOIA, and I will add you to that because I am a First Amendment auditor also.
Demands are met.
Willie hears ya. Willie don't care.
I did more than play with you. I'm just asking you to move on. This is private property here.
It isn't. It really isn't. It isn't. And what if I don't move? You're going to arrest me?
I'll talk to my supervisor. This is private property.
Yeah. You probably should talk to your supervisor first.
So, if you want to move on, that'd be great. Are you refusing to move on?
What happens if I don't? Because I'm doing nothing about a legally protected activity, standing right here. You can't give my free movement out in public, and that's what you're trying to do. That's a Fourth Amendment violation. And if you threaten to arrest or fine, that's Eighth Amendment violation.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And shenanigans yet again. Because this would not be a violation of your Fourth Amendment. You're to be safe in your person and your property. Because they're not trying to seize your papers. And this would not be a violation of the Eighth Amendment. You are on private property. You don't know your constitutional rights from a hole in the ground. And yes, I do feel for this poor woman. She is crippled. She's homeless. I wish her nothing but better luck in her future. But being a auditor is not going to help this case. She's on private property. She needs to leave. She's been asked to leave by staff. She's being asked to go just to the sidewalk by the police officer so she can panhandle and probably get some money to get food and some shelter. But her belligerent attitude's not going to help in this case.
This is private property.
It's not. I'm literally at the street light, and even if I was in their parking lot, it's open to the public, therefore their parking lot, when it closes down, yeah. If I'm out here when they're closed down, the plaza's all closed down, then it would be a thing, because it's time, place, manner, is how that works with the thing.
Do you not want to leave? Is that what you're saying? You're going to stay here?
I don't want to leave. I'm not doing anything wrong, and I don't like my rights violated. Hey,
It's private property.
okay, is this your help? Is he a supervisor?
No, it's not my supervisor. I'll call him.
Yeah, I mean, because I just looked it all up while they were calling you, too. This is ridiculous. If they threaten to arrest or do something like that, then I'll move under the threat of duress, and then I'll sue.
Yeah, well, good luck with that.
I don't know why you make a big deal about this. You just literally just stand off the property here. And
Where's
right
off
at
the
end
property?
You're on their property. They
I'm
don't
like
want you
barely standing, officer. My knee is popped out. My hip has been done a million.
That sign right there, if you like. Right, that sign wouldn't be on the property.
What sign? Over there? Nobody comes over there.
I already told you the best place to go would be.
But
right
that's
over
why
there.
I wanted a supervisor, because it's a First Amendment protected activity, and when the store is open to the public, their parking lot is public. Not when it's a parking lot. Their store is private, but when they're open, I just looked it up. I just got the whole law.
They can trespass you. They can give you a trespass anyone they want out of the store.
Only if you can't get trespassed out of a public place unless you're committing an illegal act.
No, madam, you can actually be trespassed from a public place even if you didn't break the law. See, if you violate a public place's policies or rules, then you can be trespassed. But this is not a public place, this is a private establishment. The parking lot is private. It is maintained by Target. The store is private. Just because it's open to the public and it serves the public does not mean it becomes a public place and a First Amendment protected forum. Time, place, and manner restrictions do not apply here. What applies here is private property rights.
Right, they can be trespassed. Anyone they want trespassed.
Not unless
it's their property.
Only if you're committing illegal act. Well, inside the store, you're correct. You are correct about inside the store, yes. Yeah, if they want to be dicks, then do it there. But
it's the same thing.
This just happened in 2015, McLaughlin versus City of Lowell, for the same thing, and they won. The Supreme Court said this is the First Amendment protected. According to the cops, it was private. The Supreme Court said it wasn't.
100% private property.
It's not private property, I'm telling you. So you won't get a supervisor. And you're going to violate my First Amendment right and my Fourth Amendment right
If you're
for
on
free
a public
movement.
sidewalk, you're good to go. But
Right.
this isn't a public sidewalk.
It's a parking lot that's open to the public during. Have you ever heard of time, place, manner? Do you even know the 5 elements of the First Amendment?
Private property.
What's your name and badge number?
Officer DeRosa 861.
And do you know what the First Amendment is? Yes, you do actually. You're a public servant. You work for me. You work for we the people.
Right. No, you're right.
So you don't give attitude. That's not cool. You still give an attitude, like you just can't.
He's not giving you any attitude. This is the typical mindset of the frauditor. When they're being told that they're in the wrong, they think they're being mouthed off to, or the cops or the public servants are giving them attitude or lip. No, he's stating facts. This is not public. This is private property, and you are trespassing at this point.
Can't help it.
Okay.
I'm not giving attitude. I'm just stating the law. So I don't expect attitude back. And if you're gonna threaten to arrest me or something, then I'll move under duress. And
don't say that. So.
No, but he did.
You don't have to put words in my mouth.
No, not you. You didn't say that. Sorry, it's hard for me to move. My knee's popped out and my hip is total junk and been replaced a million times. So nothing. I literally have been standing here for like an hour. I don't talk to people. I just stand here.
Okay.
My First Amendment right. I'll stand here, hold a sign.
Technically, this is private property.
But technically, time, place, and manner, when a place is open to the public and serves the public, their parking lot isn't private when it's open.
Well, this is
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong.
Law.
If they want you removed, we can give you a no trespass.
Okay, So if I move, then it's under duress of threat of trespass or arrest, and you're violating my First and Fourth Amendment. And you're violating my First and Fourth Amendment rights.
They don't want you on the property.
It doesn't. I'm not committing a crime, and I'm out in public. I'm not in their store. That's what you don't understand. It's not. And if you looked it up, you'd see it's not. When the store is open to the public, anything open to the public, their parking lot is public.
I understand.
Are you sure about that?
Okay, so then you're kicking me out of a public parking lot for doing a First Amendment activity, nothing illegal.
You're not doing business here, and they don't want you on their property.
I'm not doing anything illegal, and you just admitted that you know this is public property.
I understand you're not doing anything illegal. They just don't want you on their property.
But when you're public property, you can't be trespassed just because feelings. You don't enforce feelings. You enforce the law.
Really?
And it's their feelings that they want me off of public property. If I'm in their store and doing stuff,
They don't have a right to tell you to leave their property?
it's not their property, like you just said. I'm out in the public.
It is their property.
You just backtracking now, and it's on camera. So public.
Property.
And while time, place, and manner, while it's open, it does. As long as it's open to the public, it does. I know my Constitution, and I know in and out.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
And because I'm homeless and I've had to deal with this, trying to get kicking me out of parking lots that are public, and
What do you have? What kind of sign do you have? What is it?
disabled, homeless,
Okay.
need cat litter, and they're trying to get a figure, and they're forcing me off of public property because I'm doing a protected activity.
Trying to tell you.
It's not, and you'll see when I file all the complaints and all the FOIAs and everything. And what is your name and badge number? Your supervisor?
Yep.
Sergeant?
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm leaving under duress then, and you violated my First and Fourth Amendment right. And this is the first step in telling you there's going to be a lawsuit. I'm telling you, you got your notice that there's going to be a lawsuit.
Something you can do that, okay?
Yeah, I don't need directives from you. I'm a big girl. Thank you. I'm a big girl. No, I don't need any more illegal directives from you. I'm good. Excuse me.
All right. Sorry. Have a good night.
Yeah, sure.
And we're ending the video here. It does continue on for several more minutes where she complains that she's being trespassed from public property, which is not. It is private property. She also goes on to say that the cops are tyrants and that she's going to file a lawsuit against them and Target for violating her First, Fourth, and Eighth Amendment rights. I do hope she lands on her feet and gets the help that she needs. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. And please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And special thanks to all members of the new team. Without your guys' continuous ongoing support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart.